Aquino is now in Paris, France, on the third leg of his four-nation European trip. The president will meet with top executives of major companies during his two-day visit as he continues to attract more European investments into the Philippines. The president flew into Paris from Brussels, Belgium, where he obtained the European Union's promise to double its support for the Aquino administration's agenda for job creation, sustainable energy, and judicial reforms. The pledge was made by European Council President Herman Van Rompuy following his meeting with President Aquino Tuesday at the European Council headquarters in Brussels, Belgium. Rompuy promised to increase EU's development cooperation with the Philippines in the next 6 years. More from Ignacio.
The Philippines and the European Union have agreed for strategic partnerships to assure regional stability, trade and investments. President Aquino met European Council President Herman Van Rompuy at the European Council headquarters in Brussels.
We agree that it is high time for us to build an even more strategic partnership, one that not only focuses on aid and trade, but more importantly enables us to lay the foundations of a future teeming of opportunities for all our peoples, one where no one is left behind.
The European Council lauded the Philippines' emerging economy due to reforms by the Aquino administration.
Today, the Philippines can boast the fastest growing economy in Asia. It is an engine of growth in its region and will progressively raise millions of people from poverty. It was also a forerunner in democratic transition in Southeast Asia, and in this context I pay tribute to President Aquino's good governance agenda. The fight against corruption remains a key issue. Democracy indeed goes well beyond elections, and the rule of law and respect for human rights are at the heart of it. In our discussions, we have underlined the importance of the Partnership and Cooperation Agreement for our future relations. And this agreement, once implemented, will increase our engagement politically and economically and enhance practical cooperation in many areas, such as migration or disaster risk management.
The European Council leadership commended President Aquino's efforts to attain lasting peace in Mindanao. The President has invited the European Union to monitor the plebiscite in Bangsamoro in 2015.
The European Union supports the peace process in Mindanao, and I would like to take this opportunity to commend the President for his pivotal role. Just a week ago, a draft law was submitted to the Philippines Congress, paving the way for greater autonomy in Mindanao. The EU has been invited to monitor the plebiscite in Bangsamoro in 2015, and we are currently looking into that possibility. And secondly, I look forward to strengthening our trade and investment relations. The European Union is negotiating free trade agreements in the region and remains open to start further negotiations.
The European Union has increased their development cooperation with the Philippines to more than 300 million euros for judicial and legal reforms, sustainable energy and job creation.
And thirdly, the European Union's development cooperation with the Philippines will more than double in the next 6 years. It is increasing from 130 million euros to 325 million euros with the focus on judicial and legal reform, sustainable energy and job creation.
The European Union supports the Philippines' position for peaceful and cooperative solutions to territorial disputes in accordance with the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, or UNCLOS.
Fourthly, we have agreed on the importance of enhancing EU-Asian relations and on the strategic importance of S.M.E in view of the upcoming summit in Milan. And finally, we exchange views on the regional situation. It is essential that all parties seek peaceful and cooperative solutions to maritime issues in accordance with international law, in particular with the UN Convention on the Law of the Sea. The European Union is party to the Treaty of Amity and Cooperation in Southeast Asia. This treaty calls on all parties to settle differences by peaceful means, to renounce the threat or use of force, and to effectively cooperate amongst partners.
President Aquino thanked the European Council for their support to the Philippines. The European Union is the second largest employer of Filipino seafarers that brought more than 2 billion euros as remittances in 2013. For the People's Television, Ignacio, Brussels, Belgium.